Hi, I'm Sherry. If you've been feeling depleted or stuck in low energy, this practice is a gentle way to invite your system back into flow. This is a Yin Yoga session, so we'll be holding each pose for several minutes. You may want to have blocks, pillows, folded blankets, or a bolster close by. Whatever helps you feel supported enough to fully rest. We'll begin in a twisted version of child's pose. Knees wide or close, hips drawing back toward the heels. Take a moment to notice whether it feels better in your body to begin twisting to the left or to the right. There's no correct answer. When you're ready, thread one arm underneath the other. Allow your shoulder and the side of your head to rest on the floor or onto a folded blanket or block if that brings more support. The opposite arm can reach forward or wrap behind the back for a sense of containment. You're also welcome to place a bolster or pillow beneath your chest or hips. Allow your system to settle here. Let the weight of your body drop toward the ground, letting the props do the work. From a nervous system perspective, this kind of gentle spinal rotation, especially combined with downward pressure, stimulates the vagus nerve as it travels through the chest and belly. It helps release low-level bracing and signals that it's safe to come out of shutdown, creating space for energy to begin flowing back into the system. Can you sense the difference between the two sides of your body? One compressed, the other open. Allow yourself to notice breath, sensation, or temperature without needing to change or interpret it. When you're ready, gently unwind from your twist and return to center. Take a breath here. Notice what might have shifted. Then, make your way into a twist in the opposite direction. Using any props that support you, or adjust if this side asks for something different. The second side often feels different. Notice any contrast in breath, sensation, or tone, without needing to make it the same. asymmetrical shapes. Gently interrupt habitual tension patterns in the nervous system. By inviting variation, we free up stuck energy and reawaken the body's capacity for movement, creativity, and momentum. When your body feels complete in this shape, begin to ease your way out. Take your time to come back through center. Notice the quality of your breath or any shifts in sensation. From here, we'll set up for reclined deer. Coming to a seat and gently bring one leg forward so the shin angles slightly across your mat, similar to how you might prepare for pigeon pose. Bend the back leg back behind you, allowing the knee to fold naturally. You're welcome to place a pillow or folded blanket under the outer knee or beneath the sacrum to support the pelvis. Once the legs are in place, slowly begin to ease your way back. Depending on your range of motion, you might stay upright, lean onto your hands, or recline over a bolster, cushion, or folded blankets.
Allow your head to gently lower back toward the ground or support it with a pillow.
Whatever supports your spine without strain. Arms can rest by your sides, on your belly, or wherever feels most relaxed. This shape gently opens the front of the hip and creates a light spinal extension. When the pelvis is supported and the chest softens, we stimulate the ventral branch of the vagus nerve, the pathway of connection, restoration, and quiet alertness. Feel into the base of your spine. Is there a sense of weight or lift? anchoring, or hesitation. When the body signals it's ready, slowly begin to switch sides.
If the head is dropped back, tuck the chin in order to safely rise.
Draw the legs back through center, bending the opposite knee, and allow the other leg to fall open. Adjust your props. Support under the outer knee or tailbone as needed. There's no need for the shape to feel the same. Allow this side to organize itself in its own way. This gentle back bend opens the front of the body, where energy often gets blocked when we're in shutdown or low power states. By supporting the pelvis and allowing the chest to soften, we create space for energy to rise and circulate again. Notice the quality of sensation through the low belly and inner thigh. Is there openness, resistance, or something in between? When your body feels complete here, gently return to center. We'll move into our next shape together. Rise to a seated position. Extend one leg long and bend the other so the sole of the foot rests near the inner thigh. You might place a folded blanket under either of your knees if they need support. Begin to side bend toward the extended leg, resting your forearm on a block, bolster, or the floor. The opposite arm can reach overhead or rest wherever it feels natural. Side bending opens the rib cage and lungs, which supports fuller breath. When we breathe more expansively, we improve oxygen flow and circulation, two foundations of sustainable energy in the body. And you feel breath moving into the ribs on the long side of the body. Notice any subtle movement or stillness through the waist and side belly. Allow the shape to dissolve and begin shifting into the other side, whenever it feels right in your system. Extending the opposite leg, drawing the other foot in toward the inner thigh, adding support where needed, folding slowly over our extended leg. When we shift weight and breathe towards one side, we activate postural muscles in a subtle way. This low effort engagement helps rekindle energy that may be stuck in collapse or stillness without tipping into activation. Notice the difference in how this side receives the bend. Does it feel more fluid or more protected? When the body feels ready, gently return to center, and we'll move into the next pose from here. From seated, we'll bring both legs back so your feet rest beside your hips, knees pointing forward. If this puts pressure on the knees or low back, widen the legs or place a folded blanket or block beneath your seat. You can stay upright, lean back onto your hands, or recline onto a bolster or stacked pillows behind you. Find a version of the shape that feels stable enough to relax into. Saddle pose opens the front body along the kidney and stomach meridians, pathways tied to energy storage and digestion in Chinese medicine. By relaxing into this shape, we give the body a chance to release deep tension in the hips and low belly, freeing energy that may have been stuck in survival holding. What's the felt sense in your front body, your thighs, belly, chest? Do you notice any areas that feel heavy, guarded, or already beginning to soften? When your body feels complete here, slowly begin to come up, supporting yourself with your hands. Take a breath at center. We'll move into seal pose. Come onto your belly, legs extended behind you. Place your hands under your shoulders or slightly forward and press into the hands to lift the chest. Elbows can stay soft or straighten part way. There's no need to go to your edge. If it feels helpful, place a thin bolster, pillow, or folded blanket under your chest or ribs to create lift without effort. This can make the shape more restful and allow the front body to soften more fully. Allow the belly to rest heavily on the mat and soften through the glutes and legs. Gentle front body opening like this compresses the abdomen and lightly stimulates the vagus nerve along its digestive pathway. This kind of supported extension helps activate the body's natural rhythm of rest and renewal, essential for rebuilding sustainable energy. If it feels supportive, allow the head to turn slowly, side to side, pausing for a few breaths in each direction. This rotation adds stimulation through the vagus nerve's cranial branch, deepening the body's ability to shift out of freeze. Notice what you feel through the front of the body. Is there any movement of breath or sensation through the low belly, chest, or throat? When you feel ready, slowly lower back down and rest for a few breaths before we transition. If you'd like to try a gentle, movement-based release before we close, I'll guide you through a short, supported bridge position that may lead into a soft, shaking response. This is inspired by TRE, tension and trauma release exercises. Shaking is something the nervous system does naturally to release stored tension and restore flow. Some people experience a subtle tremble through the legs or pelvis. Others may feel larger waves of movement through the spine, arms, head, or even the whole body. And for some, the system may not yet feel ready to release. What looks like stillness may actually be a form of holding or protection. All of it is valid, and your body knows the pace that's right for you. If it doesn't feel right today, feel free to skip it and begin setting up for your final resting pose. You might choose constructive rest with knees bent and feet wide. Lie flat with legs extended in Shavasana, or curl onto your side in a supported embryo shape. We'll meet you there shortly. If you'd like to try the active release exercise, come onto your back with your feet on the floor, knees bent. Bring the soles of your feet together and allow the knees to fall open into a butterfly shape. Then gently lift your pelvis, pressing into the outer edges of your feet and glutes, lifting the hips a few inches off the mat. We're not going to use props or offer support here, as the point of this exercise is to have light fatigue in the lower body, which helps to facilitate the shaking. going to hold here for several breaths, allowing the legs and the glutes to activate gently. When your body signals it's ready, that can look like maybe a sense of strain, light shaking or trembling, or fatigue or cramping in the glutes. It's different for everyone. When it does signal it's ready, we're going to slowly lower the pelvis down to the ground. Allow the legs to extend long. You might feel spontaneous movement, trembling, rocking, pulsing, anywhere in the body. There's no need to interpret or manage it. Simply allow what happens to happen. When the movement fades or feels complete, take a moment to choose your final resting shape. You may want to stretch out long in stillness, come into constructive rest with support under the knees, or curl in to a side-lying position to allow the body to settle inward. Let your system guide what feels most nourishing here. When you're ready to close the practice, begin to deepen your breath, gently inviting movement into the fingers or jaw. There's no rush. Allow your system to stay soft, even as you transition. If it feels supportive, come to a seated position, or you may choose to stay right where you are. Wherever you end up, bring One hand to your chest, one to your belly. Feel the contact, the breath beneath it. We'll close with 3 rounds of a soft VOO sound. V-O-O. Voo. This vocal vibration helps stimulate the vagus nerve and settle energy through the chest and core. Exhale completely. Inhale gently. Inhale again. One more time. Allow the breath to settle naturally. Notice what shifted, what's present now. You're welcome to stay here a little longer or begin to return to your day with the energy you've cultivated. If something in today's practice resonated with you, I'd love to hear what landed. I'm a somatic practitioner, and I work with the nervous system to support trauma recovery. If you're looking for support and curious about how I can help, feel free to reach out. The details are below. Until then, go gently and remember, your body is always communicating with you. All we need to do is pause and listen.